This is the life prophecy that most resembles our lives. The film was released in 2015, but boldly set the end of the story in 2025. When I first saw it, I feel that this is the director playing art. It is a bit exaggerated. But now, when we really got past 2025, looking back at this movie, my back is cold. Where is the movie clear? It's a live trailer that was filmed for us in advance. It shows it mercilessly from 1999 to 2025. In the past 26 years, there have been earth-shaking changes in our emotional world. He cruelly told us the heart-wrenching truth. This life is a person who keeps getting separated from old friends. Then learn the process of shaking hands with loneliness. There is a line in the movie, I still can't forget it. Everyone can only accompany you for a while.
Sooner or later it will be separated.
When we desperately strive for the more glamorous look, when we run freer in the distance, what are we getting? Still losing non-stop, all the way. Let's walk into this great work today. The old man of mountains and rivers goes to find the answer that may make you cry. The story began in Fanyang, Shanxi in 1999. There was still a smell of roses in the air. Heroine Shen Tao is a talented woman who can sing and dance in a small town surrounded by two small hares. One is a simple and honest Liang who works in a coal mine, and the other is a flexible mind. Get rich first by opening a gas station. Zhang Jingsheng. Here, we are going to do a key line analysis. Once, Liang Zi joked and asked Shen Tao to study him. Shen Tao replied with a smile. This sentence sounds like a witty remark, but it is actually what the core geometry of the whole movie is. It is the triangle that is stable, and it pays attention to the unchanging affection of the relationship. It represents a simple and emotional old world, symbolized by Liang Zi. What is algebra? Yes, XY is calculated, is unknown, it is a quantifiable benefit, and visible. In the future, it represents what Zhang Jingsheng symbolizes, the world of opportunities and money. Shen Tao stood in front of this multiple choice question in life. Zhang Jingsheng is obviously a loyal believer in algebra. He wanted to undo the triangular chain in the fastest way. He bought the most popular red Santana at the time. It is even more to chase Shen Tao, and it is even more to declare his success in this small city. Next, let's look at a director's lens language analysis. The three of them drove to the Yellow River. Jia Zhangke used a very particular triangular composition lens. The three of them stand by the river, and the beam is at the top of the picture. It is also the lowest place, and Shen Tao and Zhang Jingsheng stood side by side on the higher side. This composition looks stable. In fact, it implies that Liang Zi has been isolated and excluded. The ice of the Yellow River is melting, like a shaky relationship between the three of them. Sure enough, Zhang Jingsheng had a showdown, and he came directly to the coal mine, told Liang Zi that he bought the mine and became his boss. He offered a condition that as long as Liang Zi left, he would give him the right to operate the coal mine. This is naked humiliation. There is dignity of workers in their bones. Liang Zi said, "A cruel word, my package is the same."
Play is also a package to your spirit.
Then he left angrily, and the relationship between the three completely collapsed, condensed into several key scenarios. Bing Ye Qianwen's treasure in the audio store sounded. Shen Tao was moved. Zhang Jingsheng simply and rudely bought it with money. CD, he doesn't understand mood, only understand trading. In the D hall, Zhang Jingsheng forcibly hugged Shen Tao, was bumped into by Liang Zi. An angry punch shattered their last friendship. The climax of the plot is that Zhang Jingsheng hides a bundle of explosives in the car. In order to quell the fighting, Shen Tao personally lit him on the ice of the Yellow River with a loud bang. It was not only the ice that was shattered, but also the friendship that they could never go back to. Also made Shen Tao make a choice. He chose algebra, chose Zhang Jingsheng. When he went to deliver the wedding invitation, Liang Zi had already left, and he threw the key to the old house on the roof. I left this sad place without going back. At this time, a very magical shot appeared. A small agricultural plane crashed in front of Shen Tao's eyes without warning. However, the radio repeatedly broadcast the good news of successful irrigation. This is a powerful metaphor for the director. Under the giant wheel of the times, the story of the individual. It is too small to be worth mentioning, and it is easily overshadowed by the grand narrative of success. In 1999, Shen Tao gave birth to a son, Zhang Jingsheng, named Zhang Daolu, she English is knife. He's yearning for money. In this way, it was engraved into the blood of the next generation. 15 years later, the title of the movie Mountains and Rivers slowly appeared. These 4 words are like a heavy sigh. Tell us, the mountains and rivers of my hometown in the spring and autumn period are still the same. But the old man of that year has long been unrecognizable, scattered across the world. Shantao divorced and became rich, but at the lonely gas station, the proprietors and the son followed her ex-husband in Shanghai, and Liang Zi, who ran away from the couple, got married outside. However, due to long-term hard work, he suffered from severe Chen-face disease. Here is an extremely poignant shot. Liang Zi passed by a simple zoo and stared blankly into the cage. One is restless, the tiger that is being hunted today. The trapped beast. It is a true portrayal of his own fate. The tough guy who used to make bold words, now, being caged by life and disease, trapped tightly. Even smooth breathing has become a luxury. In order to cure the disease, he could only return to the grave in despair. He smashed open the door he had locked back then with a hammer. It also smashed Chen Feng's dignity and past.